Hi, friends. It's Regina. I'd like to talk today more about friendships and the friendship recession. There are a couple of statistics, recent ones, that I'd like to share. The first one is that only 29% of Americans say that they have interacted with a friend or a family member weekly. So when we think about time, time has a way of getting away from us. And these are the people who know us best. And wouldn't it greatly raise their morale if we reached out just a little more each week? Let's help raise that statistic into a better standing. The second one is that 33% of the world's population experiences loneliness on a daily basis. It's a startling fact, and it really touches you. And so we can try our best to think about ways in which to help reduce that. The world really is a small place. And if we just start reaching out to one extra person a week, all the way around the world, this could reduce that number of loneliness. And wouldn't it be worth it? Because what we send out, we also get back. All right. Now, there are 4 insights that I have for why these statistics may be. And they are in no particular order, but I will start with COVID. And the short answer to COVID is that once the mandate was lifted, so many people did not start getting back out again. And we probably should do that. We should probably start getting back out again and really try to make that effort to do something small, one foot in front of the other, get in the car, go to the grocery store, the library, your local place of faith, any place that you would feel comfortable in. Also, if you have any difficulty with any of these types of with transportation, you can look into your area, your communities, to see if there are resources out there that can assist you. And I'm sure there are. This will help mental health greatly if we can do that and beat the isolation that we have experienced due to COVID. The next one is social media, and we all have it. It's a nice, quick way to communicate with another. However, there are some drawbacks. There are factors involved with social media that can lead to isolation and loneliness. And I encourage you to look into those factors to see if you can identify with any of them and possibly reduce your time spent on social media. Also, while you're reducing your time on social media, you can be present with another, and they would greatly appreciate that. The third and fourth one are combined. It's our individualism and urban development. It is our promotion of self and focus on self, which is okay, but it's also created urban condition, and it's known as neighbor no longer knows neighbor. So this lack of social interaction impedes the building of unity, the sense of unity, and the sense of community. Community. Now that's a word. We don't hear that one every day, but it used to be a really big word. When our early settlers came to America, they greatly depended upon one another. And in doing this, they built a strong sense of community. And they knew what their community was about, who to interact with for whatever needs there are for the community and for each other. They were there. We can still see this sense of community today. In times of natural disaster, we come from far and near to aid those who have been so impeded and affected by the natural disasters. And this is instilled within us. It's there, and it's from days of old. And so what can we do now in today's world, in times that there are just everyday times, no natural disasters going on? Well, we can take a drive, look around, go to our library, look online, read about civic opportunities and ways to volunteer. And after you've researched this and read it and looked into it and thought about it, you've seen everything with your eyes, then take another look with your heart and think about ways that you can contribute who you are to your community, your local area. When you do this, you will greatly increase the mental health of those around you, increase the standard of living in your community, and hey, it'll make you feel better. It is vital, and you'll feel better because you were able to contribute. And it's vital. You are needed. Our communities need you, and we can build upon each other and build a great community. So let's get out there and get active. Maybe just a little bit of time on a weekly or monthly basis. Doesn't take much. I'm going to quote C.S. Lewis, who was an atheist and became a very great theologian. This is what he had to say about all of us. He says, "We are not human beings here to have a spiritual experience. Instead, we are spiritual beings here to have a human experience." So let's all get out there and have a more human experience. The only way you can have a human experience is by interacting with other humans. So let's talk more. Let's interact more. Let's have better conversations. Let's have longer conversations. Let's express thankfulness for those conversations. Let's remember to smile and to reach beyond our individuality. And I will close with one of my once upon a times. I was in high school and I had a yearbook, and I was having all my friends sign my yearbook. Great place for friends in high school. Some of those friends will follow you throughout life. I'm sure they have you as well. So a couple of days later, I was reading the comments, and I came across one that kind of offended me a bit. I thought, It was a friend who had written, to have a friend, be one. Yes, to have a friend, be one. And at that time, I didn't know it was an Emerson quote. And so I kind of took it to heart, and I kind of thought, well, why is she doing this? I thought I was pretty friendly with her. And so a couple of days later, I found out that she had written that in everyone's book. So I think I just kind of signed it off as she was just trying to be encouraging to us all. And so I'd like to be encouraging to us all. I would like to encourage you to have a great spiritual day and go out there and interact with some of us humans. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.